Welcome to our 10-minute hip mobility flow. Starting in child's pose, bringing our big toes together, knees wide, sinking our hips back. We'll be here for about 3 breaths. Take a moment here to focus on the rhythm of your breath. Coming into tabletop pose, gently begin to gaze forward, coming onto the palms and knees. From here, we're going to lift the left knee and come into knee circles, flexing at the foot, and just loosening up the left hip here for a few more breaths. Go ahead and reverse. From here, go ahead and inhale, lift the left leg straight back behind you, and exhale, step it forward into lizard. Left foot on the left edge of your mat. You're going to tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and gently begin to rock forward and back here. Stay with your breath. Find stillness and go ahead and just add a gentle bounce here, adding a soft bend to the back knee. Go ahead and release the back knee down, and we'll breathe in lizard for 5 breaths. You can stay on the palms with the left foot grounded on your mat, gazing forward, or if you like to go deeper, maybe you push through the left inner thigh, coming onto the left edge of the left foot. Maybe your right forearm goes down to the ground. Breathe here. Go ahead and release back to center. Inhale, open the chest forward. Exhale, bring the left hip back. Inhale, reach the chest forward, and exhale, left hip back. And go ahead and move through this flow. We'll do this about 2 to 3 more times. Coming forward into lizard pose, find stillness, and let's meet back in tabletop pose, left knee back, sway the hips side to side. Let's take our right knee up for our hip circles and begin to circle the right knee around, flexing the right foot, and just moving through the mobility of your right hip. We'll go about 5 rounds. Go ahead and reverse. Stay with your breath. Keep your arms strong and your core gently engaged. Breathing. Go ahead and inhale, extend the right leg back. Step it forward to the right edge of your mat for lizard pose. Palms on the inside of the right foot as wide as the shoulders. Tuck the back toes, lift your back knee, and as you're breathing, begin to rock forward and back here. Go at your own pace. Find stillness, and let's go ahead and add our gentle bounces here. Soft bend in the back knee. Find stillness, release the back knee down, and take lizard pose for 5 breaths. Arrive in the depth that feels good for you. Maybe you stay on your palms, gazing forward. Maybe you push the right knee open onto the right edge of the foot. Perhaps your left forearm comes down. Breathe wherever you find a sweet spot, avoiding any pain. Breathing gently. Go ahead and inhale. Let's gaze forward, open through the chest. exhale, extend through the right hip, hamstring stretch. Inhale to move forward, open through the chest, and exhale, rock back, hamstring stretch. Flow at your own pace with your breath. Good job. Inhale back to lizard pose. Bring the right knee back, child's pose, big toes together. Inhale, thrust the hip towards the left wrist. We're doing about 10 rounds here, so go at your pace, move with your breath, and focus on how the movement feels for your body. Take it to the right side. Inhaling hips to the right wrist. Exhale, sink the hips back. We're going for about 8 more rounds. Child's pose here. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to take frog pose. Option to use 2 pillows here. These are optional. I like to use them beneath my knees to cushion my knees. They may also help you go deeper. From here, we're bringing the knees out so that they create a 90-degree angle from the hip. You're going to flex the feet so that your heels are directly beneath your knees and your toes are pointed up towards the front of your mat. Taking cat and cow here on the palms. Inhale to gaze up and exhale, rounding the spine as much as feels okay. And again, move gently and slowly. Be mindful with what feels good and what feels like too much. And just allow yourself to explore this movement as you breathe in and out. Good job. Go ahead and find stillness in frog. If being on your palms feels like just enough for you, go ahead and stay here. If you like to go deeper and you have space, you can come onto your forearms. Maybe you rest using your palms as a pillow. We'll breathe here for about 5 breaths. If you're resting your cheek on your palms, go ahead and switch sides, gazing towards the opposite side. Let's go ahead and gently come back onto the forearms. And from here, we're going to gaze back to our left heel and practice lifting up through our left heel. And once you've done about 5, we'll go ahead and gaze to the right heel and practice lifting up through the right heel 5 times here. This will help to strengthen our hip flexors, which will help us to get deeper into our flexibility. Let's slowly come out of frog. Find stillness. Come onto the palms, and as gently as you can, bring your knees back together to tabletop pose, meeting in child's pose. Here we'll conclude our practice. Feel free to practice this flow as much as you need to. If you're working on opening up your hips, I recommend doing this flow about 3 times a week at least. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me and practicing with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.